Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Manapot Studios. I'm Chiron Rustmore, and once again, I am joined by my friends here as we continue to play some one-shots in a spin-off called Spaceflix and Kill. This is All That Glitters Explodes. We actually have a special guest with us this evening, Retro Ted, who will be playing Dakoyo. We've had a disagreement about how to pronounce this, so it's probably going to change throughout the course of the stream. But we have our usual players, Karifu,
hi,
Crit Commissions, and J Station 64. Wow, that took some dragging out of my memory. It's going to be one of them evenings, folks.
We're all charmed.
Does anybody have anything they want to say / announce at the top of the stream?
No, we're good.
All right. So, just as a bit of a background, you guys are the crew of the Clutch, a ship captained by Nako Nechkin, a Vesk. It's a salvage vessel. And you came into service of Nako Nechkin through various different means that might be elaborated on throughout the course of this story. But today, it began as a dull day aboard the Clutch. Nako Nechkin salvages only ship and your home for the past year or so. Your boss, the Vesk Nako Nechkin, brought the ship out of the packed world space and into some of the void beyond, looking for derelict space stations or the remains of forgotten starship battles to pick through. Suddenly, with the buzzing chime, the ship's computers registered a starship drifting in the region. Nako Nechkin rushed to the captain's console and initiated a scan. An image of a ship appeared on the screen. A large, ornate green starship with brass accents. It looked abandoned and ill-suited to be so far from the packed world. Nako Nechkin quickly pulled on his spacesuit and grabbed one of his all-purpose sets of tools. This looks like an easy enough job. You lot stay here and keep an eye on the Clutch. Try not to repair anything while I'm away. I should be back in a couple of nanoseconds. He nodded curtly and cycled the airlock to float over to the derelict ship. 2 hours have passed since Nako Nechkin departed, and he isn't responding to your communications. Something must have gone terribly wrong, and Nako Nechkin might need help.
I think for those 2 hours, Nako will have all 6 arms pressed against the window, like still half in their spacesuit, because they were definitely just going to follow Nako Nechkin across. They're always by his side. They were just, and then I was just at the window.
Misting up the boss.
He said not to fix anything, but he didn't say anything about upgrade anything. So I've been messing with the comms this entire time.
Do we hear anything out the comms?
Nothing whatsoever.
Gazagaz is kind of like standing there, 4 of his arms on his hips, kind of looking around. He presses down his cloak, pops the collar a little bit, and tugs on his little green beard, trying to like appear wise and mature, but it just makes him look really nervous. What do you think the captain's doing? He's been gone for a little long, right?
Well, I mean, I could look at my and you see Dakoyo. Sorry, he's got like an antique stethoscope and he's rubbing it. It's like a panic reflex. But he's consultating his god Ibra. Maybe we could we try him again on the radio?
Quonks, are the comms working even?
Of course the comms are working. In fact, they're better than before. The little static, the little ticking noise you could hear whenever he'd start opening the comms, gone. Completely gone.
Oh, but I like that
Does
aesthetic.
it still got Bing?
You think he's in danger? Do you think the captain's in danger?
Well, judging by the way the ship outside is listing slightly to the left, probably.
I guess there's only one thing to do.
Pray?
We're gonna go help.
Smash!
Yeah.
Help!
We're gonna help. Like the best thing we do.
Before you set off, does anybody want to try to do a sensor sweep to see if you can ascertain more information about the vessel before you go?
Right.
No, it's fine. That's a computer's check, right?
That will be a computer's check.
I can do unless Dakuyo's any good at that. Computers.
Where is it? Skills. You have to bear with me. It's all very new. Computers, -1.
So we'll take
I
that
say
as
we
a
let him.
no.
It's on.
We don't know what Quonks has, to be fair.
Quonks, what
Hey,
kind of
I'm
ship
very-
is that even?
That's a good question. What kind of ship is that?
I don't know. Nobody's done a sensor sweep yet, so I'm not at liberty to tell you.
Oh, let me sensor sweep.
Okay, you get a +2 bonus due to the quality of the clutch's sensors.
Hey.
Hey.
Recently upgraded.
All right.
It's at 28.
28. You'll have to bear with me. You get quite a bit of information. The vessel's transponders identify it as Emerald Imperium, a pleasure barge owned by a Versailles company called Trendsetter Excursions. The only ways to enter the ship are through 2 airlocks, one on the port side near the aft and one on the starboard side near the fore. The forward airlock, however, has been completely sealed shut, but the aft airlock could be forced open. The Emerald Imperium is a heavily modified freighter with a forward-facing heavy weapon and a small turret weapon, but plenty of room for passengers and recreational activities. Though the thrusters are active, they are currently idle, and the ship has enough power to provide artificial gravity, interior lighting, and life support. Further scans reveal over a dozen life signs on board the ship, which Nakonechkin missed on his initial scans. Most of these life signs are concentrated in an area in the ship's aft on the starboard side. Nakonechkin's life signs are visible, but the Vesk is currently in a state where his location cannot be pinpointed. An additional anomalous energy signature is detected in the ship's center. It appears that most of the Emerald Imperium's functions are controlled by a single onboard artificial intelligence core, which is very unusual for a ship of this size. However, the AI does not respond to any attempts to communicate with it. So it's a no on the radio.
Right?
People boat, no weapons.
How do we get over there? Is there a bridge? Or I'm kind of new to this.
Have you ever spacewalked?
Spacewalk!
Well, I've been on an asteroid. It was kind of my home for a bit. It was quite nice. But no, I don't think I have.
Well, you're about to.
Oh, okay. What do we do?
Did Nako see which entrance the captain went into?
The captain Nakonechkin used rear entrance.
The one that we thought looked like could be open.
Yes.
Cool.
All right, everyone, time to gear up. And he does like a mental montage as he like puts on his equipment and the helmet like comes on and then he does like a little Sailor Moon pose.
Full on like inspirational music as we all suit up for that kind of montage.
It takes a little while because all of you have 6 arms that need to go in 6 holes.
Nako was pretty much ready, so he's just watching you do your montage, just applauding with all 6 hands.
You just see Dekoyu like just sort of praying silently in the corner with every arm.
Luckily, your armor will protect you from the hard, harsh vacuum of space, for the most part. So, moving from the Clutch to the Emerald Empyrean is going to be a simple matter.
Everybody hold hands.
You also have safety hooks and tethers. So, you can sort of like make sure that you don't go drifting off into the abyss. And it's about a few hundred feet apart. So floating between them shouldn't take more than a couple of minutes. Who's going first? Or are you all going in one big cuddle huddle?
Yeah, holding hands.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
We're a fuzzy chain.
Go team!
Okay, so all of you are caught unawares, unfortunately. However, as you're passing between the ships, a micrometeorite storm envelops both the ships. Because of the hull, the ships are relatively okay. However, you guys are not protected by the hull plating.
No.
We've got each other.
We're so small.
And so are micrometeorites. Could you all make a reflex saving throw? A reflex saving throw is kind of like a dex saving throw of D&D, but rather than having all 6 stats, they've narrowed it down to 3. Reflex is just dodging out of the way and trying to avoid taking damage. Dakayo, you can find it on the main tab of your character sheet down the right-hand side, a little up from the bottom.
Yeah.
You saw me looking confused.
Oh, a 9 for me.
Nako is
Alright.
going to swing his ridiculously oversized hammer in front of him in the direction of the meteorites, hoping to bat them away.
We're missing Dakayo. Have you double-clicked on the reflex button?
Nope.
There we go. And that's also an 8. So we got a 19, a 13, a 9, and an 8.
As we're hugging, can we average that out? Safety in numbers.
So luckily, Nako and Quonks, you managed to dodge and pirouette out of the way. Gazi Gaz and Dakayo, you will be taking 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yikes.
So one of the things is that will take away from your fatigue, first of all, or your stamina. So you'll want to increase the fatigue box to 8.
It'll automatically lower down your current.
Yep. Which is at the bottom of the main tab.
Fatigued 8.
Yes.
You need the main page fairly often.
Yeah, I kind of said in prep for this, it's like, you're probably not needing this much, and then it's like everything we've done so far is on this page.
So fatigue to 8. Is there anything else?
No. The storm passes almost as quickly as it began. You feel a little bit battered. Given that this was your first spacewalk, you have a feeling that it might be your last.
Why did Baroni send those rocks when we crossed? He would. It must be a sign.
A sign that we're helping.
Ah, yes. I didn't
He made the hard choices. Be well. Persevere.
Well, yeah, if without hurdles and challenges, we wouldn't be able to grow and become stronger and better friends.
Overcome with friendship. Yay.
Oh, Skittle team.
The cruise ship's outer airlock door is marked with the large Trendsetter Excursions logo, a golden rocket blasting out of a glass of sparkling wine.
Ooh, fancy.
I'm on board with these guys.
I mean, fair enough. I thought it looked a bit gaudy myself, but okay.
I mean, yeah, we will literally be on board with these guys very shortly. So,
So the thing where the airlock door, which while you feel that it could be opened, does have an access panel. Easily accessed, but at the same token, I'm going to need somebody to help jimmy the lock with either a computers or an engineering check.
Echo has his flame doshko in hand. Me open?
you want to open it?
Try to open it.
Am I open it? Engineering, go.
Oh,
16. That's good.
wow.
I didn't think you'd be able to make that with a 4 on the die, but
No one doubts Quonks. Nobody.
you also notice with that roll, as you manage to get it open, it looks like somebody else has previously jimmied at this lock.
I wonder who that could be.
From the outside or the inside?
From the outside.
Are there any claw marks around it?
Tons. Whatever could have made this would be a mighty beast indeed.
I've heard there's these things like space bears. They're like huge. Could it be one of those?
Hope that one doesn't fly into us like those asteroids did.
Let's get that champagne.
Champagne.
So you're moving into the ship.
Mm-hmm.
All
Do we know
right.
anything about this Trendsetter company?
Make me a culture check.
Well, clearly they're at the forefront of everything cool and awesome and fancy.
A 3 from Neko.
You know that you like their logo.
Shiny.
I'll try. I just want to double check. No, my skill expertise is in diplomacy. Okay. Ooh, 21.
Nice.
Yeah. The Trendsetters Excursions offer short sightseeing trips to interesting locales throughout the Pact World systems and the immediate vicinity. From voyages to remote asteroids in the diaspora to jaunts through the shimmering rings of Livera. These journeys are undertaken on fancy pleasure barges, starships modeled after the pre-Gap luxury Aether ships.
Mm-hmm.
Travelers aboard these barges fly in style, enjoying amenities such as fine cuisine, an open bar, and relaxing spas, until they reach their destination where they behold the exceptional scenery before eventually returning to home to brag about their voyage to all of their friends.
I've always wanted to be on one of these Versite pleasure barges. Verces is the best planet to catch such a cruise from.
It is a really impressive ship. Like, you can tell that the engine core is definitely a Model X20, which is far superior to the Model X10, but only slightly worse than the X15, if I'm being brutally honest with you.
Yeah, but imagine what the spa must look like.
The spa or the bar?
Both are great, too.
Neko can help consume all of the food before the sell-by date. Helping.
All right.
This is the airlock we're in here.
You have piled into the airlock. Do I have a
Largely invisible at the moment? Largely invisible at the moment.
Yes, I mean, I can move you off to the space again. Although, no, actually, I can't because of the way this now works.
Squish.
There we go. You all squish into the corner so you can see the airlock and then breathe out again.
We climb the walls with our 6 hands.
You don't have a climb speed. I don't think.
What if we made like a skitter totem? Like, just like climb on top of each other and then just wear a trench coat, like 4 skittermanders in a trench coat.
We'd be really tall.
We would be really tall.
Could help people up high.
But yes,
We could give genuine high fives.
At last.
Hey, let's open this up. Airlocks,
Do it.
our biggest enemy.
Not again.
No, for me, my trusty screwdriver. No, it's not a screwdriver, it's a wrench. I just keep calling it a screwdriver.
Oh, there was a quantum spanner.
It's a quantum spanner, which is technically a wrench. Leave me alone.
I've been told. So, you cycle the airlock. This square chamber has little in the way of furnishings, and the walls and ceilings are clean white, while the floor is a silvery metal. 4 cages are stacked in the 2 forward corners of the room. A heavy door leads into the airlock at the port, while a flickering holographic sign reads, "Welcome guests," floats above the door to the starboard. Error. Pets must be placed in provided carriers before boarding the Emerald Imperium, initiating containment protocols.
I'm sorry, what?
Calling friends pets?
Oh no, someone's pet's gotten loose.
I have no pet apart from that one time in college, but we don't talk about that.
No, I think it's referring to us.
Pet robots?
I'm no one's pet.
And 3
Pet robots.
robots dispense from the ceiling and start floating towards you.
Guys, we've got to get these back in their cages.
The pets have escaped.
Could you all roll initiative for me?
All right.
Ooh, okay. Oh, it's an 8. Despite all the bonuses.
No, I was an 8.
I think I was also an 8, wasn't I?
No, we got a 4.
Oh.
Dakoyo was an 8.
No, we got Quonks on an 8, Dakayo on an 8, Gazigaz on a 4, and who are we missing?
Oh, it didn't roll.
Nako's didn't roll.
There we go. That's
Sorry.
why Nako's having trouble.
There we go.
12. All right. My lowest was at 15.
We're screwed.
Hi.
Let's stay in the L.
Shut the door.
You can shut the door as an action on your turn. All right. What's my motivation here? My motivation is...
Friendship.
No, I'm a security robot. My motivation would appear to be to subdue you guys. So, sorry, I just kind of dumped you all in this room. Who wants to be where in this room?
Well, did it go off when the airlock door opened or when we stepped in?
It would have been when the airlock door opened.
So I think that this probably is.
The thing is, though, I kind of just dumped you in this room. It would have been sort of like somebody could have said, I would open the door. Who did say that they opened the door?
I mean, I was pretty eager to get in, so I might be in front of Dakoyo. But
I feel like
otherwise-
Nako would probably
I
want to
definitely think I'd be at the back. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just one of them where it's like I kind of, people are moving. Come on. You there.
One
All
of those
right.
sliding puzzles.
It's particularly annoying because since it's Unity, you're not allowed to actually just push somebody into the black. So whereas previously as a GM, I'd just be able to shuffle you off to the side and bring you back in. I can't do that anymore, so I've got to very carefully move you out the door and then back through there. Rightio. So we're going to have this creature He is going to target Nako and shoot you with a pulse caster pistol
Hey, friend.
for a 15 to hit.
Just hits, Nako.
And you take 3 points of electrical non-lethal damage.
His first standing on end.
Yes, you're a little bit more fuzzball. All right, so this one is going to shoot Yazzy Yaz
Ah!
and get a 13.
13. Misses.
As it just curves and strikes the wall, and it's like bright electrical sparks just glitter all across the wall.
Ooh.
And the third one is going to throw a grenade.
Oh, great.
A grenade or a rock?
It's a grenade.
Damn it.
Time to non-lethally contain the pets with a grenade.
I saw this really weird film where there's this thing for a rock at the door. Everyone just kind of stared at it.
So it throws the grenade. It lands precisely where they want it to go. Let's draw the circle.
Why?
Draw the circle.
There we go.
But why?
Is that even necessary?
No, but it's hilarious.
This is not the circle of life.
Could everybody inside the circle make me a reflex saving throw?
Look what our friendship has brought.
11.
There we go. 20. Dirty.
11.
That's weird. We got 2 11s and 2 dirty 20s.
Hey.
Nicely done. As this grenade explodes and this sticky, viscous material just sprays all over the area, and it would not in your fur, but you all managed to dodge out of the way for absolutely no effect whatsoever.
Because friendship is coordinated.
It's because we hugged.
Nako, you are up.
Bad pets. They spat at me and my friends. You have to go back to your box. We'll charge wielding their oversized flame doshko gifted to them by the captain.
Aw.
And
Is it signed?
I think they probably had to shave. She's had to shave the bottom of it off so that it's appropriate length.
Just reads forever yours on the tab.
For the captain. Boosh. Oh, it's a 9 to hit as he runs across, swinging the hammer wildly.
Unfortunately, this little robot appears to be fairly agile and just skitters out of the way.
You don't skitter. We skitter.
You miss him, unfortunately. Quonks.
That's me. Fox is going to move over there to get better line of sight at the guy. And then I am just going to, shoot with my laser rifle.
Ooh.
For an 8.
Okay.
I also miss. I can't shoot such beautiful examples of machinery.
But you can shoot a pristine, shiny wall of white that is now marked with slight bits of soot.
Oh, then Quags, we're doing it.
We're doing it.
Dakayo.
I'd assume my character would know whether he could shoot darts at these things. Would it have an effect on them or not?
You can make me a engineering check to find out what you know.
Need a calculator. No, that was a question for the GM, sorry.
That was a natural 20.
Hey.
Natural 20 modified down to a 19. You do feel that the darts are going to do some degree of damage. you would be better off with critically striking them. Unlike most robotics, these are actually vulnerable to electricity. Or is that true with most electronics? I forget. However, you also quickly run through, with it being a construct, the chances of it being affected by some of your spells is low, given that they're immune to bleeding, death effects, disease, mind affecting, necromancy, paralysis, poison, sleep, and stunning.
Okay, guys, you got this. Just shut the door.
But yes, shooting it with your dart gun and hitting it with your stick wouldn't hurt.
Right, okay. It's the first time I get to shoot something or do anything. So scary. So double click attack, was that right? For the
target it first if you could.
Target it, that was it. I'm going to go for the one in the middle.
All right. And then double click on the attack.
Ooh, 18.
Dirty 20. That will hit.
He's just like, not entirely sure it's going to work. So then you double click the damage box, yeah?
Yes.
Yep.
Nice.
All right. First blood.
Or something like it.
First oil.
Oh no, I made him leap.
First lubrication. Yazigaz, you're up.
Gazagaz. All right. So Gazagaz will, hearing that electricity is good against these things, will, I think, run in to this spot to grab cover. And while doing so, we'll pull out his static arc pistol, which is electric, and we'll go ahead and shoot the middle one as well. This one, number 1, right?
Yep.
Yes. All right. Yeah, natural 20.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
This is gonna hurt.
Crit, it arcs. Oh. So I'm gonna roll 2d6.
Did someone say vulnerable to crits?
Vulnerable to crits. Vulnerable to electricity.
2d6 is 7 points of electricity damage. I was trying to say electricical, which is not a word, but maybe that's something they say in Skittermander. And then arc 2, does that mean it arcs to 2 other enemies?
No, it acts to one thing but does 2 damage.
Aha, so I'll arc it to the one in front of Nako.
Okie dokie, which is number 3. Do vulnerabilities stack out of interest? Does anybody know?
As a player, I would say definitely yes.
I don't know.
Same.
As a GM, what would you say?
Don't let the players crit. I reckon
As
so.
a 40-minute novice, I'd say maybe.
I reckon it probably does.
I'm going to say that it does, and this first one just explodes in a... Ghost of Sunny commenting there. Yeah, they reckon so. So it's confirmed. The vulnerabilities do stack.
It's official.
This, seen as though Dakayo actually identified them, these are observer class security robots. And the one in the middle just explodes in a shower of sparks and is no more.
Gazzy, that was someone's pet you just killed. What are we going to do?
We're protecting ourselves. It's self-defense.
I think I can fix it, guys. Don't worry about it.
We can sweep the pieces back into the box.
They'll never know.
All right. Back to the top of the round. I just want to double check something. I forgot to look this up. So this one is going to... I think its best line of sight is actually on Nako. So we're just going to shoot Nako again with an integrated pulse-caster pistol for a 19 to hit.
Nako can take it.
Leave Nako alone.
Nako takes 5 points of electrical non-lethal damage. And then this one is going to switch out. So you see these sort of weapons sort of dangled down from below it, and the pulsecaster pistol goes into its frame, and out comes a stick. And it is going to try to beat you over the head.
I want to play fetch, guys.
Or a 14 to hit. Sorry, I forgot to target you.
It's a miss.
It is indeed a miss. Why can I not target you for some reason? There we go. All right, then that is the observer class security robots done. It's back over to Naka.
That's not a stick. This is a stick. Swing the Flame Doshko for a full round attack, making 2 attacks with a -4 modifier. Oh no, I don't have to do it manually, do I? Because it's built into the system. Bad dog, bad pet. Go back to your box.
You've got the cute war cry.
Oh,
Hey,
And that is 2
Ooh.
hits.
I think that's a first.
Smashy, smashy.
That's probably one of the first times I've seen both work. 6 and
Yes.
9 points of damage, and he just marmalizes it.
Take down, bad.
It's a flame Doshko, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it has been firmly and absolutely sliced in twain. You might have... You think for a moment, which is going to be the more difficult one to pretend that it's still alive? It's a close call.
We'll put both pieces in the box. It's fine.
Quonks, you are up.
Wonks is going to move. I really think Nako's got this, but I'm going to provide some moral support from the back. So I'm going to move,
You move.
and I provide moral support with my laser rifle.
I'm going to go for like a
23 to
cheer or
hit.
something. Oh, team!
A
Nako's
23
got
will
this.
hit.
For 5
I
points of
appreciate-
fire damage.
I so appreciate your support, guys.
All right, Dakoyo.
He's kind of feeling a bit bad for these pets. I think he might sort of move up in range and see if he can sort of knock it over so that the others don't obliterate it. So he's gonna skitter up next to it, and then he's just gonna try and sort of sweep the legs, all the while going, I'm sorry. Is that targeted? Yes, it is.
Yeah, that is. Oh,
I'm sorry.
why is it thrown to... Oh, you did a full round attack, I'm afraid. Basically, you have the option to do a full round attack. You're not allowed to move, but you can take 2 attacks. The -4 penalty. Taking the first roll, adding back on the 4 that you lost because of the full round attack, that would take it up to a 13, which unfortunately still misses.
Phew. Is that secretly like, I would be sorry?
And possibly the reason why you missed it is you're trying to take out the legs, but then you remember that it's actually kind of floating there in the air.
I think the reason he missed is because he didn't want to hit him in the first place.
I mean, there could also be that.
This is someone's pet.
Gazzy goes.
Bopping the legs.
Can I shoot it from behind this crate?
You can shoot it from behind the crate.
Okay, so as a move action, I'll say, it's the last one, everyone, get him! And use get him to give everyone +1 to their next attacks against it,
Get him.
Okay.
Get him.
as well as myself with the arc pistol. 19
19 will hit.
for 4 points of vulnerability damage.
4,
Sweet
6.
vulnerability damage.
There we go. It is still up. It is sparking. It is not looking too good. And it repeats, all pets must be in approved carriers as it takes its turn.
What we're trying to do.
It is going to float up above this set of crates. It is going to try to pin you all down with the grenade.
Ah!
Does Dakio get an attack of opportunity?
Not if it was just a 5 foot.
Yeah.
But it wasn't. Was it a 5 foot?
It went from there to there, so it was a 5 foot. And I would have given it to you guys as a 5 foot in retrospect, so I'm taking it as a 5 foot in retrospect. Could everybody within the circle, which is all of you, make a
Treat
reflex
yourself.
saving throw?
It's only like 90% of me, isn't it?
18.
3.
14.
All right. Unfortunately, Nako, while you're busy making sure that everybody else ducks for cover away from this icky, sticky goo, it covers you and you become entangled.
Entangled?
Entangled.
Uh-oh.
Which, as soon as I can find it, I will apply. Entangled.
Two nice fur, I think.
It's 2d4 rounds. For 4 rounds, you are entangled. Which, for everybody listening on at home, we shall just briefly remind what the Entangled does. Entangled, you move at half your speed. You cannot run or charge. You take a -2 penalty to AC, attack rolls, reflex saving throws, initiative checks, and dex-based skill and ability checks. Luckily, we're using Fantasy Ground, so it's all baked in there, apart from the movement speed. So, now it's over to Nako.
Naka's gonna very slowly peel the doshko from his face that's kind of been stuck attached to him, and drag himself like with the doshko as a stick, like drag himself towards it. You can't stop me that easily. Go back to your box.
+1.
+1. So the -2 from the Entangled will automatically be calculated?
The Entangled should be calculated,
So you
Just
want to
adding
give
the
yourself a +1 modifier.
Sweet.
which can be done in the lower left-hand corner of the screen by rolling the mouse wheel up or down to change it to a +1.
Yeah. Bad robot.
All right, you didn't have Entangle targeted. If that
I don't have
is
targeted, sorry.
a hit, that is not electrical. That means the robot is still up.
Go back
Oh
to
my
your
gosh.
box.
Quonks, you're up.
I mean, it's behaved itself. It's put itself on top of the box. It just needs to go in the box.
We're almost there. Well done, team.
So let's do it. Moral support. It's an 18 a hit
That will hit.
for 7 points of moral
Nice.
support damage.
And the Observer class security robot and its 1 hit point expire.
Does it explode though, or does it just collapse on the floor in one piece?
It's seen as how Quonk's knowing machines wanted it to fall into its box. It basically falls into the box and then the lid slams shut.
Like
There's
a mighty
slight
warrior.
smoke trail coming out of the box.
See, it's in there.
We did it.
I grab my
Attention,
rifle with both
passenger.
hands and just go, "Gree!"
Attention passengers, this is M2, your ship's artificial intelligence. Scans indicate that a handful of pets have escaped their cages are running loose. If you spot one of these errant animals, please contact the nearest porter robot. Thank you.
Oh, they got into the ship.
More pets. Can we not explode the next ones? I feel bad.
Gazagaz is stroking his beard furiously again. No, everyone. I think it's referring to us.
But we're not pets.
We're not, which means it's made an enemy this day.
Not new friend?
I don't know. New friends are
You
usually
trying to hurt us?
I would prefer new friends.
New friend.
We'll have to see. Is this the pet carrier next to us? Like next to me right here to the right?
Which one?
That one.
No, it's the.
Which one are you?
I'm trying to.
I'm
one.
the green one.
Is it socially acceptable to refer to each other as colours, or is it is that a big no-no?
I think it's cool.
Regardless of whether it's socially acceptable or not, it's the only way that this GM is probably going to be able to tell a lot of you apart.
We're your friends. Could we?
Doesn't it look like a dog carrier though? This thing right here.
I don't know what a dog carrier looks like.
Looks exactly like one of those.
I can't do anything with this. Remove this.
Well, I'm not sure. I've always assumed that it was just in these two boxes because it says that there's 4 of them. Well, actually, to be fair, in traditional Paizo style, let me read out the description of the room based off this. 4 cages are stacked in the 2 forward corners of the room.
Okay. 2 forward. So forward is.
Forward
I
is.
was waiting for you to carry on.
That was it.
These cages. Okay.
So, but the 2 forward corners is that corner and this corner. So I don't know. I've always just run it that it's these boxes because
they're obvi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Box looking.
Are the cages
it only
empty?
really matters too much when you actually either get grappled by one of the robots and stuffed into a box, or as I did when I was playing this, I decided to be helpful and put myself in a box.
That never crossed my mind.
And then spent the rest of the combat trying to get out of the box. It was not my finest hour.
So was getting the goop off her fur. Was it? That was a really drift shot. Gaz, agree?
Thanks. I've been practicing. It looks really cool when I do this. And in one hand, he spins the static arc pistol and grabs his cape and cuts a dashing figure.
Oh, Gaz, you're so blue. I wish I was a blue.
It just takes time and.
Gaz is green.
Oh.
I'm colorblind.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Are we? Sorry, wrong voice. Are we shutting this airlock so that none more of the things come out of there, or are we just carrying on? Or
I think we're good to carry on. The way these security protocols go is that they don't tend to have a limitless supply of robots. They just seem to stock the floor, and that'd be it.
Limited supply.
Limited supply. Can't resist a good chant.
Is that our group motto? Limited supply.
I hope there's a limitless supply of martinis.
The bar might be the next room.
So, Dokayo, are you opening up the door?
The doors have windows in this game.
Some do. This one doesn't.
That's a very good question.
Yeah, why not?
All right. You find a corridor.
Not a corridor. It's not a corridor full of doors, is it?
It's not too badly. It's got 3 doors, one to the port, starboard, and forward of the ship.
Okay.
No, we're on the aft side of the ship, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah.
So the life signals, the 12 life signals, should be somewhere around here, actually.
It was at the center where the anomalous signal was coming from.
Mm-hmm.
So, just to reiterate, further scans reveal over a dozen life signs aboard the ship. Most of the life signs are concentrated in the area of the ship's aft on the starboard side. The anomalous reading is in the center of the ship, correct? Which I can't find where it's listed, but I did tell you it, so it must have been listed here. Oh, an additional anomalous energy signature is detected in the ship's center. All right, people are piling out of the containment facility.
Keep an eye on Dakio, the Doshko in hand.
Lit or unlit?
Probably lit.
It's actually a flame Doshko, isn't
Flame
it?
Doshko, yeah.
Right, when
What
you
is
light
it?
it lasts for a minute for each charge in the battery.
Oh, so maybe not lit then. That would be.
Well, you've got a little while. I'm assuming you're waiting in that room until you're no longer entangled.
Yeah, but she pulled off all the goop eventually.
I'll pull out like
Walks in slow motion.
my comb and kind of help brush it out of your fur a little bit. Hey, this might make an excellent hair cream. And like puts it in his hair and just kind of like.
Thank you, help friend.
You have to remind me if you need healing because I forget sometimes. So
Oh, we might want
Just
to
shout.
take a 10-minute break at some point, but let's see if we can't find these life signs.
I'm a little fatigued, but I'm still good.
And they were on the starboard side, so that means they were in that room, right?
Mhm. To the right, port and left have the same amount of letters.
that's how I remember it.
This door here? Kind of like looking back at the other three.
I think so.
Flame Doshko ignited,
Ignited.
ignitified. Ready's at the door, and she presses the open door button.
All right. And you open the door.
Friends, the bar. Oh my God.
Smooth wooden flooring and panelled walls give this chamber an air of elegance that immediately countered by the obvious mess and rank smell of body odor and other foulness. In the aft part of the room is a bar made of real mahogany. In front of the bar are several stools, and behind it is a non-functioning husk of the bartender robot and an unmarked door. Half a dozen tables and accompanying chairs have been pushed against a forward wall to make room for makeshift cots. You see the life signs that you managed to scan for, including this individual who is quite surprised at your appearance, especially seeing as though you're wielding a flame Doshko. Don't hurt us! Don't hurt us!
That was Dekoyo's face the entire time in that fight while we were murdering the pets.
Hello, friend.
Friends? What do you mean, friends? You're wielding that thing around like a maniac.
Keeping it ignited and like over her shoulder, like clumsily spinning around to the others, like, I found them, guys.
Oh, new friends! Hi, new friends!
Friend.
It's a million people going a million different ways all at the same time.
You chose Skitter shot.
I chose Skitter shot, and I fully agree with everything that's happening.
Hi!
Just to be clear, that green thing isn't a tree? No.
That is not a tree, that is a rug.
Oh, we're good.
A right nice rug it is.
You see a female Diama Lashunta, the individual in the image, who, just reading this out and based off that image, luckily for the other partners, her survival skills and ability to remain calm in the face of danger have kept them alive. Is not the face of somebody who remains calm in the face of danger.
In the face of Skittermanders.
Yeah, in the face of danger, calm as anything. In the face of Skittermanders, just abject shock and horror.
Maybe
just
one of
run
those
into it.
phobias, you know?
Thermophobia.
You see also 11 other people, an elderly male human, a young female human socialite, 2 middle-aged human vid gamers, 2 fastidious Shirans, both female, a female Kasatha with a cybernetic arm, a drunk male Yosoki, a matronly female Vess, and a melancholy agendered android, as well as a male bleachling gnome.
Oh, interesting.
I think Nako will probably immediately run up to the desk and hug them a bit. Captain!
She turns to look at you and is like, I'm not your captain.
They all look otherwise well, or are they sort of injured or malnutrition?
They look a bit haggard. They weren't prepared for this. It's been a while. You can tell by the state of the room that they've been locked in here. They look fairly well nourished, but there is one individual. They are lying unconscious and wounded on a pile of blankets.
And where are they in the room?
They are. I'm going to put them. It doesn't say, so they are going to be open here. The people in the room who are conscious, though, are all wielding weapons in your general direction.
Greetings! Our captain came aboard to investigate the seemingly abandoned ship, and, well, we haven't heard from him, and here we are. Hi, we're the crew of the Clutch. I'm Kazagaz, and he'll, swirl his cape behind him. How can we help?
We've not seen any sign of your captain, so I'm not entirely sure if you're telling me the truth. There's been nobody aboard for 2 weeks now. Well, nobody but us lot.
But he came over 2 hours ago. We saw him go through the airlock. And Gaz looks deeply upset by having been accused of lying.
Make me a diplomacy check.
Is there a way I can add a d6 to this roll?
I can't remember how envoys work.
I made a weapon out of it when I was playing an envoy.
Okay. I'll just roll manually for this.
Yep.
+9 plus 1d6. That's a 28.
28. They lower their weapons, and it's not. You've been locked up here for 2 weeks. You're saying that your captain is aboard. He may very well be aboard, but we've not seen them. And if you can't tell, we're a little bit skittish.
Yeah, something must be.
Skittermanders.
Yeah, it seems like something's wrong. Your ship's not broken, is it?
I do believe the AI is insane.
Our captain only goes after things of value, so he obviously deemed you worthless. But we can help you.
Not Helping? I mean,
Decoya is going to, as they're doing this, is going to sort of start heading his way towards the injured thing.
they remind you that they are armed, and it's like, make a diplomacy check.
He's got at least 4 of his arms in the air. So.
Hey,
At least minor insult.
Naka will put his her flint.
Oh, that was a 19 that went to a 1.
For a grand total of 7. They raised weapons back in Bakoyo's direction, and it's like, look, we might be worthless to you guys, but you know, we're alive and we're doing well. We're alive. And they refuse to let you approach the injured individual.
You need help.
I can help.
I mean, we do need help, but we have our dignity. We won't be stand here and be insulted like this.
Akio's good at healing.
I can help. I can heal. It's what I do.
Conks, you were going to say something?
No,
Oh. I thought you said something.
I said we can help, but other than that, no, I didn't say anything. Other people were saying things.
Okay. Right. So let's have Nako will roll the diplomacy and Dakayo will assist. I don't think Gazigaz said anything in that last bit.
No.
He's just checking himself in the bar mirror.
I was going to ask about this insane AI.
All right.
19 diplomacy from Dakio.
Yep. Dakayo, could you make a diplomacy check? What you're doing in this case is actually trying to help. And to help, what you will do is you're aiming for only a 10. But as also part of that, what you'll be doing is strengthening Nako's roll by 2 if you succeeded at DC 10.
So I just grab it and roll it like normal.
Yeah.
14. Did it come up? Didn't come up.
Oh, it's not coming through on ours.
No, come up on this side.
Are you rolling the d20 or are you doing a diplomacy check? Sorry.
I rolled the 20. Is that not what I was meant to do?
No, if you go into skills and then in the total box for where it says diplomacy,
Yep, plus.
if you grab hold of it or just double click it, and it'll roll it.
Wait.
Hey.
Can you grab those? I never knew you could grab those.
Yeah, you can grab them.
You can grab them and throw them manually into the.
I've been using
into the
Starfinder
box.
for years. Fantasy Grounds for years, and I had no idea.
I'll send you the link to the 7-minute video I watched on how to play.
The thing is, you can grab it anywhere where it's got a little dice symbol. So whether it's under the skills or under the actions. So yeah, it's a thing that you can do, but I much prefer just to double click because it's easier, because otherwise you got to drag it all the way over to the text box and drop it there or it doesn't register. Dakayo, you managed to turn on the charm, assisting Neko well enough, and it's like...
Oh, 6 thumbs up.
I'll point to all the wounds that they've definitely healed up on me in the past. His arm was off, his eye was gone.
I have at least 50% approval rating.
At this point, they lower their weapons and allow you to tend to the individual in the corner.
Okay. So can I tell what's wrong with them?
They've been battered, beaten, and maybe lightly stabbed.
How do you lightly stab someone?
Like this?
Scratch here and there.
So, guys, you were inquiring about the AI.
Yes. I'm Gazagaz, by the way, and he extends his topmost right arm for a handshake up to the Shunta woman.
Voyons, Vorinia? I love the way names
Vorinia.
Vera.
Vorinia, what a beautiful name. And if she extends her hand, he'll take it and kiss it.
Are you still covered in that goo, though?
That was never me. I just put a little bit in my hair. What a beautiful name. So we're very helpful. We're a very helpful crew, and if you need help with this AI, it sounds like a heroic mission. And his eyes glitter.
As far as we can tell, the ship's AI has malfunctioned. The crew, what few crew there was aboard the Emerald Empyrean, escorted us here and announced that we were to remain here until they managed to resolve the issue. They went down to try to shut off or repair the AI, and only Locke here, pointing to the individual in the corner, returned, stumbled, and has been unconscious ever since. We don't really know what's going on here, but I mean, the first order of business I will be to try to regain control of the ship.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a good thing Dr. Dax looking over them then.
I was going to say, could I cast a spell?
You can cast a spell. You can use a serum of healing. You can also potentially attempt a medicine check using your med kit. Do you have a med kit? One would assume that you would have the med kit. You don't actually have a med kit. Does anybody have a med kit?
Medicine and drugs. I've got a serum of healing.
I have a med kit.
You have a med kit.
I pass. That guy of the med kit.
I don't know why I haven't got one of these.
They are expensive.
As he drops it.
On the patient.
It's all right. It was worthless next to my quantum reality spanner.
The medicine check is free, but it's not guaranteed. Your serum of healing is a guarantee, but it's very expensive, and you might not get that back. And then there's spells which are free, but you won't be getting that back until you take a long rest. So starting with the medicine check is definitely the way to go. Because if you succeed, it saves money. If you fail, it didn't cost you anything. 16. I do believe that is a failure DC on on the basic med kit is a 25. So unfortunately, you didn't manage to medicate them. You did a reasonably good job at wrapping them in bandages and, comforting them a little bit. But they are.
I have 3 serums of healing if you need one. Kind of crazy that I have 3.
Yeah, I've got one as well. Stick him with one. Stick him with a serum.
Stab him.
I'll pass mine over.
Stab him.
Since I've
got a serum of
such
healing. Is that different? Is that the next course of action?
That's another course of action, yes. And I do believe your crew are enchanting for you to stab them with the serum of healing.
How do I actually do that?
You just need to say that you're doing it, and then roll a d8.
Right, I'm going to stab him with the pointy end and roll a d8. 5.
1 HP. 1 HP.
They do make more sense
come up in there?
to
That
work
is
as
not.
stim packs, don't
Yeah,
they?
you need to drop them in the text box.
Yeah, think of the text box like a dice tray, and you're always throwing
It was a
dice in
5 the
there.
first time. 3.
You needs one to wake up.
I'm going to stick to the praying. I don't seem very good at the healing.
He wakes up and it sort of like looks around the room and it's like, who are you guys? And how long have I been out? Are we rescued?
Hi! He's got like 4 furry faces like standing over him.
Oh, wow. I have a massive headache, not so loud.
Ah,
I'm Becky.
Go! God, all of you.
You might not have got in this situation if you'd followed Ibra. I've got a leaflet you could read.
Thanks.
Locke. Gaz starts whispering. We heard that you're part of the crew and that you were injured and we want to help, but we don't know anything about what's going on with this AI and our captain's missing. So, is there something you can tell us?
I mean, me and Ken went down to the ship's core to try and shut down the AI. It didn't go so well for us, but, you know, you're more than welcome to try it yourselves.
How do we get down there?
AI?
Oh.
Sorry, 2 questions at once. What was the first one?
Go on, guys.
How do we get down there?
There's stairway in the floor of the ship on the port side. That'll get you down there. Although the AI core room is hidden at the end of the corridor by a false panel. Just look where the tunnel ends, and there's a hidden panel that should take you deeper into the ship. You should be able to access the AI core from there.
Can you smash an AI? Or will mine smashing something?
Normally you turn it off. There's usually a server or a bunch of wires that you just pull out.
Slowly
We've got a quantum spanner.
stop the smashing
Do
motion.
have a quantum spanner. It doesn't work yet. It's a work in progress.
I mean, I'm just part of the crew. I didn't design this thing. I don't know how to turn it off. It's just we were attacked by a part of the robot crew down there. I barely made it out alive.
Are you the only survivor then?
As far as I'm aware, yes.
Oh.
No more friends downstairs?
I mean, they might have knocked him out. I don't know. I didn't stick around.
Okay, well, we'll find them.
Crazy AI and secret panels. Forget all that. Have you seen Captain Vesk?
I have not seen anything since I woke up and saw your furry faces.
He's going to slump half away.
Oh, thanks. Not a compliment, but he'll take it as one. All right. Great. Looks like we've got a plan, or an idea.
A direction.
If you don't mind, we're going to stay here.
That's good. Do you need anything bringing?
Passengers. Pardon?
You need anything bringing? He'd help.
A rescue vessel? Maybe?
You got it.
We found some of your pets in the other room, and some of them are in pieces. So if we find your friend, we could bring back his pieces if you want.
There was no pets on board the ship, so I don't know what you're referring to there. And if the friend is in pieces, let them rest like that.
Okay. As he sort of slumps off, depressed that his healing went terribly wrong.
Stabbing someone with a serum of healing is pretty effective healing.
To be fair,
a lot of the time.
the DC for this level is ridiculous. It's one of them where it's like the med kit. The basic med kit is one of the most useless items in the game.
Can we count this as a 10-minute rest?
You can count this as a 10-minute rest if you would like.
I would like. Stam?
Yes, stam. The middle button. For anybody who's injured, you can spend a resolve point. That includes Gazigaz, Dakayo, and Danako. Quonks seems to be surviving without injury. The GM shall remember this. And so, yeah, you're left to go secure the rest of the ship.
Probably Nako, as she leaves, will tell him to kind of like, maybe you should barricade the door and make a special knock when you come in. Make sure that you're safe. Then you'll know it's us. We'll do the special knock.
I mean, luckily, I don't think there's any robots left to be able to get back in here.
Oh, they were robots.
The whole ship is automated. Although,
Everything? Kind of like giving them a really weird stare.
for the most part, yes. It was new innovations by Trendsetter. It was the first of its kind, a pretty much completely automated AI enhanced package. Only Ken and Locke over there were the only two crew, just in case anything went wrong. You know, safety measures. Give it the human touch.
Nako will nudge Quonks, but they look so real, and kind of leave the room.
Not the passengers.
She asked, is everybody? And they said, yeah.
Everybody on the crew, not for the passengers.
I'll let Nako. She's not in the room anymore.
All right.
Dun, dun, dun.
Are you heading straight for the floor of the ship, or you all seem to be... You've all come out of the room and gathered around the next door, but nobody's approaching it to open it.
Nako will open.
Naka opens the door.
Everybody ready?
Go, go, go.
Wooden panels line the walls of this cozy room, and an emerald green carpet covers the floor. Two wooden tables, each adorned with a deck of shiny playing cards, are surrounded with comfortable chairs. Two digital dartboards hang on the forward wall in the other corner. A hollow billiards table, its holographic balls glowing serenely, occupies the aft corners. And one of the aft corners, a closed cabinet stands in the final corner of the room.
You guys want to play cards?
Sure.
There's no time, guys.
Oh, the captain! The captain!
We've got to find the captain and whatever else that lady said we should do.
Are you ignoring the games room, or are you at least giving it a bit of a once-over for anything of use or pressing on?
Deco, you go search the room.
Yeah, I'll go in there and have a smooch around.
All right.
In case he gets jumped by anything.
Dakayo, could you make me a perception check? You are not jumped as you go into the room.
Only by friendship.
They're holding hands as they walk in.
Oh. Who was trying to get your 20 there? 19 still pretty sweet.
That's it. I think I'm throwing them too hard for the game. That's 14.
Quonks, as Dakayo is going through the cabinet and just tossing things aside, and it's like, nope. You actually notice that one of the darts for the digital dartboards actually appears to be enhanced in some way.
Ooh,
Yeah.
science. I'll go look at it.
You go look at it, and it appears to be enchanted with a weapon fusion of returning.
That is awesome.
Nice.
Test it.
It functions as a survival knife with the thrown 10 feet special property and the returning weapon fusion.
That is sweet.
I throw it and then get it to return.
Does returning beam it to your hand, or does it fly back in a line?
I don't know. I would say either way.
Can I move before she tries that?
I'm also going to take the cards because I think the captain would like them.
They are indeed shiny cards.
All right, I'll open the door when I see them making their way back.
Okie dokie.
We
Yeah.
have returned.
Any goodies? Any new friends?
No,
You-
nothing in that room.
I actually found this dart.
Wait, what? I'd searched that room thoroughly.
As you open this door, you see that it is very dark in this room. The circular chamber contains 2 rows of reclining seats curving around the central space. The ceiling appears to be made of a dome of transparent aluminium, but panels covering the outside of the dome block the view. 4 pedestals, each topped with a large chunk of onyx, are evenly spaced around the outside of the room. Door leads forward and aft.
So we have low light vision. How far into the room can we see?
That is a good question. It's pretty much darkness in that room, so you're struggling to see at all into it.
Yeah, I'll pull out my phone, turn on the flashlight there.
Akayo, did you have bacon?
I did have bacon. I kind of lost it. I've got a beacon though.
That'll do it.
As he fumbles around and pulls out a beacon covered in bacon.
Luckily, with 6 arms, you could hold whatever you want.
As you turn on the beacon,
Yeah, that's such a nice feature.
as you pull out the beacon and turn it on, you can see that the light stretches for, God damn it, all the way to the back of the ship, being fairly bright.
Back of the ship.
However, yeah, the back of the ship, which is like 40 feet away, 45 feet away.
Behind us. Sorry.
Yes.
Oh, I understand now.
However, because the beacon is a 50-foot radius. However, it only penetrates into the room by about 10 feet. before it dims yet again.
Crazy magic.
I could throw it in.
Nakayo, is your bacon broken?
Let's just move in together as a group.
I think I got some grease on the lens.
Everyone hold hands. It's imperative.
Hold hands.
Whoever's going first, can I hand them the beacon? No, the beacon.
The bacon beacon.
The bacon
bacon.
Yeah. Take this.
Yeah, Nako will hold it one arm. I don't think Nako's holding anything else, and she'll step forward if we're all holding hands. And
Your Doshko?
yes, flaming Doshko.
Doshko is 2 hands.
And then the beacon's in another, and so you've got 3 hands left over. You're probably okay.
She draws her pistol in the other just for the sake of it. Points it in the opposite direction to the Doshko.
And as you move slowly together in unison into the room, you see...
New friend!
They're the pets the robot was talking about.
That lady said there were no pets on board. Or one of the crew
There's
members.
also been
shut in the room.
I don't think that's a pet, you guys.
The voice in the ship said they wanted pets.
Roll initiative.
Flimsy at this point will be like, it's finally getting good. Notice there's all going to be Care Bears and hugs and stuff.
Trix is just like, you chose the film.
No, that was Yeva. Look how cute they are. Oh. She's been like her blanket up to her like chin. Very large blanket, I guess. Or maybe it's comically small. I don't know.
Like a regular sized.
That like covered, it's like torso to knees or something for her. There are a lot of. What voice am I doing now? There are a lot of these shadow creepers here.
Yeah.
You all roll. I forgot to put it off group initiative and then put it onto individual initiative, so I've just had to re-roll them. Although it's not really done much for spreading them out at all.
Your hive mind, they will act as one.
All right. The visibility is limited in here, but for the most part, with the lights that you have and the low light vision that you've got, unless it's clear the other side of the room, you're probably going to be able to make out enough of it to take a shot and attack without penalty.
Okay.
Without proper lighting, it's very difficult to keep track of these things, so I just generally hand wave it as sort of like, yeah, as long as you're reasonably close, you have a reasonable chance of seeing it. Right, unsurprisingly, for me anyway, it is going to be one of my creatures first. Which one is this? Okay, it's this one. I have a speed of that. I'm going to move up and around. And, oops, there we go. Move to there and take a bite out of Nako.
No.
For a 22 to hit. For 5 points of damage.
Ow.
A good start, I feel. All
Shadows
right.
shouldn't be able to bite.
Next one is going to move up to Gazzy and attempt to bite. And the shadowy maw lunges out of the darkness at you, but you manage to keep on your toes and dodge out of the way.
Dance out of the way.
Dance, dodge, same thing. Let's move down to there, probably provoking an attack of opportunity from Nako.
Sweet. No, you don't go around me. Don't go around me. Whoop.
That'll hit.
Ooh. with 14 to hit with minimum damage.
Oof. And you take a good chunk out of this. But unfortunately, it survives long enough to bite you.
Squishy friends.
And that's a 19 to hit Nako.
Yep.
Nako is not having a good time, ladies and gentlemen.
Ow. Stupid shadow bites.
Shadow bites. And then this one is going to move up and next to Gazigaz. Does Gazigaz have the melee weapon out?
I think he probably just had his pistol.
Fair enough. This manages to get past you without provoking. 21 to hit. This shadow is a little bit more live than you and bites you for 3 points of damage.
Ow!
Wonks, you are up.
What are these things?
Let's have a mysticism check.
I look at Dekoyu and go, what are these things? I will give you your mysticism check untrained anyway. 4.
I have no idea.
Monsters from the deep. They do not want to be friends.
Shadows with teeth.
I am
Do
going
I do
to...
mysticism as well?
In a bit on your turn. Back to you.
I'm gonna shoot this one in front of Nako because I think Nako's a bit more injured at the moment.
Nice.
Support.
That is 5 points of fire damage.
5 points of fire damage. Okay, it's looking as knackered as the other one.
And that's my turn.
That's your turn. One of the things that I'd like to remind you is as a mechanic with the exocortex, you have combat tracking. As a move action, you can give yourself a...
+1, right?
Yeah.
It basically changes your base attack bonus to your level at this point. Yes, it's a +1. But only against that one target, and you have to spend another move action to retarget. Just want to throw that out there.
Right, I was admiring Quonks' little blue headband here, and I was like, oh, I wonder if that's the exocortex.
It is my exocortex.
That's awesome.
Skinamanders discuss fashion during a fight.
Stay tuned next week for when they get eaten in a fight. All right. I think these two are just going to queue up and wait their turns. These are small creatures, so you can fairly easily move through their spaces. They're not small creatures, they're tiny creatures.
I was going to say, we're small.
They're tiny creatures. You can move easily through their spaces, but it will do the usual provoking attacks of opportunity unless you make an acrobatics check to tumble through. And we can work out the CR of that, the difficulty of that when we get to it. Dakayo.
So I'm going to draw deep into my font of knowledge, hopefully. With a 26.
Hey,
nice.
26.
Do I recognise them?
It's not so much recognizing, it's more you've heard of things like this. They seem to be comprised of pure shadow from one of the outer realms. What would you like to know about them?
Weaknesses?
If you can raise the light level around them, they have light blindness.
Do I just get to ask one question, or is it several?
Now, for that kind of role, you can ask 4 questions. You've used 1, so 3 more.
Do I know sort of roughly how many HP they got, health they got?
They've got 6 HP each.
Yeah.
So 2 people have shot them and attacked and knocked them down to 1 HP.
Motives, do they normally sort of work alone or for a cause, or are they just random? Someone left the window open kind of thing?
Being from the Shadow Realm, what's actually most likely happened that they are existing on this plane of existence is something has caused the barrier between worlds to weaken to the point where they've been able to push through. They are likely trying to protect that cause of the barrier thinning so that they can remain in this realm.
Is that one more, is it?
I'm sure we'll have one more.
What's their favourite colour of Skittermander?
They're finding the red one very tasty.
That's all I wish to know.
I was gonna say, I bet they're emo. They're probably like black and white Skittermanders.
I got the old eyeliner on.
All right. Now take your turn.
Can I do? I might cast a spell. I'm going to go with Mind Thrust.
Good choice. Good
Does that
choice.
attack? Is that a single
No, it's
target?
not attack. It's a single target.
Yeah.
And so if you target one of them, may I recommend a healthy one of them?
Reaper number 3. Come on down.
All right. If you click the magnifying glass, it'll break out with 2 lines. The first line is the damage line. Don't click that just yet.
Yep.
On the line below, you've got the save section. If you just click on that for me, it should roll a saving throw for the creep. It failed its saving throw. It got an 11, and the DC of your spell is a 15.
Nice.
So you get to do full damage. Roll your damage of 2d10.
Oof. Here we go. Oh, yeah.
And it is pretty much obliterated, cast back to the plane of shadows as it dissolves into the floor.
Don't bite my red friend.
All right. Would you like to move at all?
No, I've got a meat shield in front of me. I'm quite good.
What does your spell look like? How do you cast spells?
What was it? Mind Thrust. He just sort of like 2 of his hands come up and he's like really concentrating, and then 2 more slowly come up and he's like really concentrating. And it just sort of like like little circles, like in an old movie.
Nice.
Professor Xing it.
He just really focuses and gives him a sideways look, and then he just disappears.
All right. Gaz, you're up.
Gaz. So could I 5-foot step here, like onto the bench or next to it?
Yes, they recline.
Okay. So I'm gonna like kind of scurry 5 feet there, avoiding any attacks of opportunity. So I can just
Alright.
move out of the way. And then I'm going to provide an inspiring boost to Nako, and I'll shout out to them, Nako, you can do it! And just like maybe like his arms move in like a little like cheerleader sort of thing. And Nako, you'll get 8 stamina points back.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, guys.
And as part of that move action, can I have drawn my baton?
Yes. You actually have a bab.
Yes, level 2. And that's it. Moving standard.
All righty. Nako, you are up.
What's this green line here? Sorry, by the way.
What's the screen line? Where?
Can you see this?
It says 125 foot at the end.
Yeah,
I
one
don't
of the creatures has flown off into nothing.
I don't see that green line at all.
Oh.
Let me just try
Interesting.
this. Did that help?
No, it's still there.
No.
Oh, and I was also going to ask, as I'm moving here, maybe I can, my low light, I can see this a black token behind me. What is that?
That is a onyx topped statue. An onyx adorned pedestal.
Creepy.
Yeah. Do you want to make a mysticism or physical science check?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Both of those
I mean-
are so good for me. Okay.
I'm giving you options. It's not my problem if you can't take advantage of either.
Let's do mysticism because it's all spooky and creepy. 11.
You're not quite sure how that pertains to the current circumstances you find yourself in.
Spooky magical statues in here. And then that's it. That's it.
All right, so back up to the top of the initiative. As you see appearing from the center of the room. Why is that not there? Here we go. How do I do this? Peering out of the shadows towards the center of the room, you see another one of these creatures.
That's not good.
And this shadow creep that's currently next to Neko is going to attempt to bite. Rolls a 19 on the die.
Oh.
They always bite me.
For 5 points of damage.
Thank you, guys.
This one is going to go after Gazzy Gaz as the shadows loom out to try to bite for 17.
That hits.
Ooh, max damage. 7 points.
Ow.
All right. And then this one is going to turn and try to bite Neko, but it's only for a 10. You're prepared that time.
Yes. Back
All
off.
right. Language. I know you didn't say anything offensive. It just kind of sounded like that. The new one is going to slither over to Gazzy Gaz, attempt to bite out for 24 to hit. And near maximum damage.
Okay, these things are starting to hurt now.
Run away, guys, you guys, run!
He may have a chance to run away, but maybe not, as the other one goes to bite him. Wow, I am not usually this lucky. That's a 16 to hit.
OMG.
No.
And Gazzy Gaz is somewhat injured.
Oh no! You can see the sides of his, like his legs are now, like his fur is starting to become like wet and matted with blood.
All right, Quonks, you are up.
Gassy gas, no! GM, please remind me. Can I overcharge my weapon as a move action?
No, as part of the standard action, you can overcharge your own weapon
Yeah, okay.
and
that's fine.
fire it.
So instead, I'm just gonna give I'm just gonna target lock Shadow Creeper 7.
Yep.
Is this a +1 to damage as well, or
No, it's just to hit.
Oh, I thought when the overcharged
Is
thing.
it 21 to hit?
That'll hit, and you get a plus D6 to the damage.
There you go.
No, I didn't overcharge it. I just targeted.
Oh,
Nice.
but the overcharge you do for free as part of your standard action to shoot.
Yeah, I'll keep that in mind next time. But I didn't overcharge.
Yep, but you made a cracking shot for 8 points of damage and obliterate the new one. It did not have much of a life. You monster.
Hey.
Run away, gassy guys!
All right, this one, having seen you obliterate his friend, is going to move up.
Neko! Hit it! Hit it!
Neko, now!
Neko would get an attack of opportunity if they wish to take it.
He does. She does. Sorry, she is
Do
swinging this thing in every direction.
would I get one? Which way did it come in from?
It
It
came from here.
Okay.
came
okay.
from there. probably would have just skirted around you.
Sorry, just the first
Just
one.
well enough.
Okay, that's you hit the one that you wanted to hit.
Oh, do you also have targeted?
You had Shadow Creeper 1 targeted, but don't forget, Fantasy Grounds also automatically deselects the ones that you miss.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
So is that? Sorry, was that a hit?
Yeah, that is a hit.
Okay.
turn off, actually. I saw that earlier. Target, remove on miss. Cool.
Take this.
Nice.
All right, that one is that is dead. Dakayo.
Is healing channel? Is it a range thing? I was just trying to look through the sheet to see if it had a range or I had to be touching them.
It's a touch.
I think it's touch. Yeah.
Because it says self ally, or area of effect, depending on what action it is, whether it's a full action or.
What? That doesn't sound familiar.
Healing channel.
Oh wait, no, it does actually say healing all allies within 30 feet as a full round action.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you spend 1 resolve point.
Yes. So you will need to go and spend a resolve point. One of the things I will say is, however, there's only Gazigaz who is injured to the point of needing administration.
Because it says, well, the thing I saw, it says self, ally, or area of effect. So that's why I just wondered if it was an ally, whether you literally had to be touching them.
You would have to touch them if you only wanted to heal them.
Right.
But
I see. Okay.
you can do it as a burst and don't have to touch them.
Oh, that's cool.
So could I do that? Do I have to move next to him to do it then?
You would have to move to there to move to be able to touch him.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Now I need to remember how it all works. Right. You heal yourself and your ally. Spend 1 resolve point to channel this energy. Healing yourself with the channeled energy is a move action. To heal an ally, you touch as a standard action. And healing all allies within 30 feet is a full action. So this is one of them where it very much depends on who you're trying to heal. If it's everybody, it needs to be a full action. If it's yourself, it's only a move action. If it's somebody else, it's a standard action. So you've spent your move action to move 5 feet up to him. You're now spending your standard action to touch your ally and heal. This energy restores 2d8 and increases it to by 2d8. So it's just 2d8 at this level.
Right.
Just.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, I can't see the dice, but
8
points of
it's just 3 and a
healing.
5.
Yeah.
I just wanted to clarify, because obviously if it's area of effect, do I have to all 6 hands touch everyone, or is it a blanket area?
No, when it's an area effect, it just bursts out from you. You don't actually have to touch.
It's a run around the
Because that
room.
would actually be that would actually be a cool mechanic for, it's like you have to be able to touch them, and it would very weigh heavily in favor of Skittermanders as opposed to, humans with only their 2 arms. It's like, who needs healing?
Be running around bullet time style, just touching everyone.
I'm super appreciative, but be careful spending your resolve points because you'll need those to regain stamina during a rest, as well as prevent yourself from dying if you go under.
Yep. So you need to go back to the main tab and where it's got your stamina points. Yep. Just spend
Very
that there.
useful, though. Thank you.
Very, very useful.
You're welcome.
All right. And that is your turn, Yazzy.
All right, Gazagaz.
It's full of pep now.
Sorry, Dakayo, do you want to try to identify these creepy mystical statues?
Yeah, if I can.
Okay, let's have a mysticism or a physical science.
We go with mysticism.
Ooh, nice.
That one walked a while and really was like, is it 15? Is it 2? Is it 17?
He knows their favorite drink and where they had lunch.
You can tell that these are magically empowered onyx adorned pedestals that are actually, when channeled with energy, help absorb the light within this room. And it has been absorbing light at maximum power for quite some time. With your previous role of identifying where these creatures have come from, there's a reasonably good chance that these are what's causing the thinning between worlds.
Skinamanders, break things!
Do we gotta break them? They're onyx,
Break
right?
the towers?
You have to mystically break them.
With hammer?
Essentially shutting them down.
Or is it just mysticism?
It just gives me mysticism here, but if you convince me otherwise, I might allow for something else.
What if I bluff it into thinking it needs to shut down?
I don't want to do this. It's not you.
Okay, that sounds super fun. So, Gaz with a lot of misplaced confidence. We'll take a 5-foot step right in front of it, flash his cloak dramatically, and then make a whole bunch of like arcane movements with his hands around it, thinking, "Oh yeah, this is what they do. I've played video games."
You've seen the finger wigglers behave before. You can do this.
Yes, the finger wiggles, exactly. And I'll try an untrained mysticism.
Yep.
See how that goes.
I can cast Token Spell, which I could do little simple effects if it makes it look better.
18.
18 is exactly the DC.
Wow.
And you managed to shut down that. The room gets a little bit brighter, but not enough to make a difference.
Oh, Ibra, the mysteries are massive.
And unfortunately, it's also your standard action.
Yes. So I took a move action, standard action. That's it.
All right. Nako, you are up.
She'll look around and realize Gazagaz has got this sorted. Go team! Like I'll get these guys. Whack 'em all! And he's going to do a full round attack. 1 against each.
Okay.
If I do a full round attack and target both, will it
That's going to do 4 attacks.
Oh, okay, cool. So,
but if you give yourself a -4 and then attack once, it will.
Oh, sweet. That's useful.
Oh, nice.
Do it correctly.
-4.
Oh my god,
Come
Gaz
on,
is
ghost.
like convinced that he's magic now.
That is 2 hits.
Nice.
Whack 'em all! If I roll damage once, will it apply to both?
Yep, it'll do everything that it needs to do.
Oh, absolutely minimum.
Absolutely minimum,
Hey.
but seeing as though you both of them were on exactly 1 HP, they are gone.
Whack 'em all! So it's a full round action to do that, but the Skittermanders have an ability called Hyper, or at least my Skittermander has an ability called Hyper.
All
all
Skittermanders have
Skittermanders
hyper.
do.
To take an extra move action. Can I take an extra move action?
Once per day, the Skittermander can take an extra move action. Sure, take an extra move action if you so
Nice.
desire.
Can I go? Oh no, wait. That's not going to work, is it? It's way too far. I did math wrong. I can't leave these guys on their own, so I'm just going to have to like try and get in the middle there. There we go.
All right. You go hyper and dodge around the back of this one.
Mm-hmm.
Top of the next round. Actually, need to roll the die and see how many come into existence.
Immediately behind me.
6.
Wedding.
6 would be crazy.
Is that a D100 I saw?
1, 2. Click, and 1. And a 2. I swear down this thing. 1 second. I want to turn on the auto initiative rolls on and not grouped. There we go. Because it's sticking them all at the same initiative, and I don't like it when they're all exactly the same initiative.
It's so boring.
It's so boring, and also, it's unfair a little bit, I feel.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I say that it's changed the initiative up a little. It's not changed it up much, but it's also, so like 6 things running out at you and just all shanking you before you even get a chance to react is not pleasant.
Very Final Fantasy.
Maybe we should have rolled our initiatives better.
I mean, you guys really should have, because they've got such high initiatives that they're pretty much going first anyway with my rerolls, but one of them's now after Quonks, at least. This one, Kazigaz ran off, but the other Skinamander came in and... wait, no, not that one.
Nako's a distraction.
Dakayo. Let's see how purple tastes.
Grape.
We don't get to find out how purple tastes because an 11, I do believe, is a miss against your KAC.
Yep, sorry. KAC's 14, so...
Yep.
KO.
All right. So you managed to nimbly dodge out of the way of that one. But how about... Oh, no. Click, click, click. How about the one to your north? That is also going to find out what purple tastes like. With an exactly same roll.
A lemon.
I'm tasting the rainbow today.
For another miss. So this one's just going to try and straight up bite. Oh, God. Click, click, click. There we go. This one's going to try and bite Nako. I'm getting Dakayo and Nako mixed up because, Nakayo, Dakayo. That's a 9 to hit the Nako, and that'll be a miss. Quonks, you are up.
Quonks is going to shoot that guy in the face with a 9.
Which is a miss.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
are you doing anything else? Oh, no. Move to target, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't mean to be that person, but does the Shadow get an attack of opportunity against?
Not against a hard corner like that. No, it doesn't.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because I say so, and also I'm doing you favors because this one's moving up to a flank position and attacking Nako.
They flanked the flanker.
And they hit with an 18 on the die, I believe.
Yeah, just about. Not too bad with a flank, to be honest.
That's 6 points of damage.
You've hit her for worse without flanking.
Okay, Dakayo. You seem to be fairly agile, although you do also realize that you're one of the main people who's probably going to be able to extinguish the darkness.
So, I assume if I move away, they're going to try and poke me. Bite me, sorry.
So what you can do is you've got the withdraw action, which means that you won't provoke from the first square that you leave. So this is one of the things where it's like it starts getting complicated. First of all, you can take a 5-foot step and move there, and that won't provoke. But that's all the movement you can do. Although you could go hyper and take another move action. The second move action, what you want to do is withdraw. I think that's a move action. I'm making it a move action. And that means that you won't provoke out of the square that you leave from. So you could go there as a second move action. If you were trying to withdraw from that square, leaving that square you wouldn't provoke, but that square that you leave would then provoke. So, your best bet of going all the way there to the bottom one is 5-foot step as a move action, go hyper for another move action, withdraw, not get an attack of opportunity, be able to move up to it, and still have your standard to do something when you get there. Was that perfectly clear?
I think so. I just don't know how to do it now.
Just say that's what you want to do, and we'll make it happen.
I'll just describe how it happens.
Yeah, the withdrawals like disengage from D&D 5e, but you only get to move from one space as part of it without getting attacked, not every space.
Yeah, it's also a full action.
Is it?
When you withdraw, you move up to double your speed. The square you start out in is not considered threatened. Yes, but yeah, it is a full action. And you move double your speed, so it's like 2 move actions, essentially. So it's a 5-foot step and then a move action, no, but with more speed, essentially.
The thing is, though, that will provoke on the second square.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I get provoked and hit, do I stop moving?
No, you just take the damage and continue on your way.
Yeah.
I mean, your other alternative, if you're acrobatic, is to try to tumble. Which allows you to move up to half your speed. You roll an acrobatics check, and if you make the DC, you get to move without provoking attacks of opportunity. If you fail, however, you're already committed to movement and will take the attacks of opportunity on the fail.
Yeah, I think he's going to try and be acrobatic. I think.
All right,
acrobatics roll.
Yep, make an acrobatics roll while I work out the DC.
Little purple spinning ball.
Unfortunately, that is a fail, but you do get to move pretty much up to the statue.
Right, so to the...
Yep, okay. But as you leave the squares, you're going to get attacks of opportunity. First from this one above you, which is a 19 to hit. For only 3 points of damage, and then the other one is going to try to bite you.
No, look at me instead.
Only for a 10 and
Nice.
So you manage to move away with kind of minimum amount of damage.
So I add that to the fatigue, is that right?
No, it's already done for you.
Oh, right, okay. So can I use the mystic thing? Was it on here?
Yes, you can make a mysticism check.
Should go up and prod it.
We believe in you, Takayo.
19.
There you
And their faith is correctly placed as you deactivate this one. And you can see now that light is almost returning to this side of the room as the beacon shines through a little bit brighter. But still... it's not bright in here. All right, Gaz.
Unfortunately, I don't feel like I can. That's a 15% chance that I can succeed on a mysticism check.
I mean, what happened to your confidence?
We believe in you, Gaz.
I'm like,
Captain.
I don't know if I should try that again. But you know what? I think Nako could use my standard action a lot more. And so, oh wait, can I use inspiring boost?
I think it's
no. It needs a 10-minute rest.
Yeah.
We had one before we came in, so unless you've inspiring boosted him
I already have
in this combat.
In this combat,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So instead, I'm gonna take aim at the this shadow creeper. Let me target myself with my electric, my static arc pistol. I'm gonna do a get him. So I'll say, right behind you, Neko, and point at that one. So I can so everyone will get a +1 against that one, and then take a shot with my arc pistol, my static arc pistol.
We've got it, Gaz.
There we go. Dirty 20
And that will hit.
for 2 points of electric damage.
All right, every little helps.
Yep.
All right.
And that's it. So it's get him'd for now.
Yep.
That's Shadow Creeper 5.
All right, Neko. Jokers to the left, clowns to the right.
Yeah, Nako is gonna spin her Dashko around, thinking she's all that at the moment, holding these things off. And she's gonna try another full round attack on one of them each. One to the one behind her, and one to the one in front of her. The one in front of her has the +1. How in what way do we work this in fantasy?
So now if you really want to make this complicated, what we have to do is do it manually. So give yourself a -4, attack both of them at the same time, and I'll let you know if the Creeper 5 you hit, even if it says that it misses.
Cool. Nako away. Ooh, so one is.
Well, you hit Creeper 5 naturally. Creeper 6 is a miss.
Okay.
Damage.
And it explodes in fiery death.
Whack-a-mole! Turn around to face this one in the middle of the room.
Yep. And as you do so, we get to the top of the round, and more come in.
Ah.
There we go. Ooh, that one rolled badly on its initiative.
Finally.
The other one didn't, though.
It's only in
These
front of some
things-
of us, not all of us.
These things definitely are, like boosted by the darkness, so it kind of makes sense why they would like be like supernaturally fast.
Hmm.
We get rid of the darkness, we get rid of the shadows.
I think they're slowing down.
All right, so Shadow Creeper 2. Oh, purple's gone away. I think I'm going to go after blue. Let's see what blue tastes like. Blue tastes like a miss. As this one just sort of like appears around the corner, clonks, and you jump back and out of its maw.
No, go away. Shush. I'm a leaf on the wind.
Don't say that.
All right, this one's going to crawl over to Gaz. Snap out for an 18
Of course it does.
for maximum damage.
Ah,
What did you do to the shadows, Gassigan?
I shine bright. It offends its sensibilities.
And the one just south of Neko manages to bite out for a 19.
Bring it on.
And it brings it on with 4 points of damage.
Running a little low on breath, but I'm still good.
And Neko's actually not started bleeding yet.
Nope, just me, covered in blood.
You'll be it, Gassigas, no.
All right, Clonks, you are up.
Quonks is going to 5-foot step
Yep.
and fire. Oh, wait, I might actually overcharge this dude.
Okie dokie.
No, if please. Yeah.
That is a hit.
22. Let me just add it so it's.
You can just roll the d6 separately.
Yeah, I'm doing.
Although that just
No.
rated it. The thing is, it was a good shout because there's a chance that the DA won't kill it outright. And it dies.
All right.
All right. This one is going to bite. It keeps reusing the numbers, so I have no idea how many of these things we've actually gone through. Shadow Creeper 6 is going to try and bite out at Nako for a 14.
No shadows can touch Neko.
This one is going to move up and try and taste the purple.
But the captain.
And the purple tastes like a 13, so that is a miss.
Tastes like space air.
All right, Dakayo, you are up.
I'm coming round here. Carefully not to put my feet on the bench, and I shall mysticism.
All right, you are going to provoke an attack of opportunity from the one that just tried to bite you. But it bites you for another miss.
Nice.
You can take it, Dakayo.
Dodgy Dakayo.
And you get away scot-free.
We need the GM to keep saying it bites you rather than it tries to bite you. That seems to be the...
Thanks for that advice.
That is a 27.
27. And you manage to deactivate this one. With this, the room begins to lighten enough that the shadow creatures are banished back to their home plane.
We didn't even need to finish them off. Woo!
Fox maintains my reputation for not getting hit.
How nice.
Nakio, why do you taste so good?
Gaz just like sinks down into the bench that he's on. It's like,
Gaz, no! I come over and stab you.
Kazzy needs stabs.
I need stabs.
For 6 hips.
Oh, nice.
Any more stabs?
I'm at 2 HP, 2 damage, 2 wounds. But I think that can stand. Because I'd love to take a 10-minute rest. If
Yeah, I was going to say, should we
Yes.
rest for 10 minutes?
Let's go
Wait,
see the
so
guys in the bar.
What room? What is this room that we're in?
That's a really good question.
This room is actually an observation deck. And as you recline in one of the seats, you find the controls and manage to open up the ceiling of the spaceship. The hull plating comes apart and you can see the galaxy beyond. You get a completely undisturbed vision out as the last remaining onyx statue is actually absorbing what little light there is in this room, dimming it so that it's very nice and mellow, chilled out kind of room.
Wow.
Should I kill the mood lighting or leave it?
No. I think
4 was dangerous, but 1 is harmless.
looking at the stars and having that little mystical moment, Gaz might be a convert of Ibra the Inscrutable at this point. This actually almost seems like a perfect place to worship.
I take it it's sealed. It didn't just open into a vacuum. There's
the outer hull plating, which is solid for defensive measures and closing it up if necessary. Well, there is a good couple of inches of transparent aluminium between you and hard vacuum.
Oh, fair enough.
You sound almost disappointed there. I mean, you can shoot the hole in the ceiling if you want.
Not today, no. We're all good.
Thank you, Dakio Lightbringer. I was getting quite surrounded by shadows there. That was very useful. Thank you.
You're just too tasty. I'm going to move over and lick him just to see if he actually is tasty.
Well, the green and the red Skittles are the tastiest.
That's true.
She's considering expanding her name to Nakayo Dakio. In honor
Nakio
of
sandwich.
The thing is, you have to do it monosyllabistically, so it'd be Nako Da. Until you had gone on enough adventures and enough The whole extending of the name is like personal achievement. It doesn't have to be anything particularly noteworthy. It's just when you feel that you have experienced something life-altering and or just achieved something. But you add another syllable to your name. So Nakio could, justify extending their name to Nakio Da. And then at the next event, Nakio Dako. Although I think Nako is actually aiming towards Nako Nechkin.
Yes.
As part, adopting their captain's name.
She's very anxious to get to.
For the captain.
For the captain.
I was just looking back. So I was going to count up how many of those shadow creepers we killed.
Count the ones that disappeared when you ended the light. They still count.
Okay, so I'm not going first into this new.
I can keep Shadow's attentions. Do you think there's more shadows?
Hopefully not.
Fingers crossed.
I'm with
Many
Gazzy
fingers to
Gaz on
cross.
this one. I'm hoping there's not more through here.
Mm-mm.
I open the door.
Let's go.
You open the door and you find another corridor, 2 doors and 1 passageway. The passageway seems to be stairs leading down to the lower deck. The door to the south is marked spa, and the front is marked bridge.
Oh, both
You wanna
very
check the
interesting and
spa
cool
out?
places.
You want to check the spa out, Gazzy Gaz?
You should
Could
check this
everybody
out.
make me perception checks?
Perceptione.
17?
18.
19.
No.
Don't worry, Dakio, it was still enough.
There's a door there.
You can all hear shouting from beyond the door leading to the spa. It very much sounds like your good captain, Nako Nechkin.
Captain!
Oh, Nako's going straight in. Captain!
Not even a courtesy knock.
I mean, it is the spa.
Captain's not using the safe word.
The tiles of this room are coloured in soothing seafoam green. 3 cushioned tables occupy the centre of the room, each with a plethora of mechanical arms ending in various nozzles and manipulator digits and other implements. A series of chairs runs along the starboard side of the room, with an aperture in the wall behind them.
What happens in the spa stays in the spa.
So yes, as Nako, you enter the room, you see Nako Nechkin getting massaged with an inch of his life. As one of these mechanical manipulators tries to grab you, and the AI says, tension detected, administrating massage procedure. And it will try to grapple you for an 18. A grapple check will be your KAC +8.
It is a no. No.
All right.
No massage.
So you manage to dodge out of the way as this thing tries to grab you.
They shouldn't have labeled it so clearly.
This picture is horrifying. Look, he's like bloodied and bruised.
Going into his arm or something.
It's like a massage, like a pounder almost.
God.
Right. Breaking
It could be
his
dribbling, I suppose.
scales.
Like you can see purple blood coming out of his nose
Oh,
like I said, he's being massaged within an inch of his life.
for like hours now. Captain!
Captain, why did you stop for a spa?
All right. Do we want to keep the same initiatives?
Yo, you rolled poorly, didn't we?
I did roll pretty poorly, yeah.
All right, re-roll initiatives. Everybody roll terribly. Please.
Oh, I did worse.
Yes,
I did better.
Nako will save the captain.
Did really worse.
Yep. Okay.
Oh, I invented a whole new word for worse.
You rolled a Daco, yo.
All right. This one is. Does it have a range to? It does not have a range to do anything. So Quonks, you are up.
I will go inside the room. Am I able to try and disarm the trap?
You can try to disarm the trap. You are going to need to make a engineering check. And you're going to have to tell me which one of these you are trying to disarm.
I'm going to go for the one closest to me first, which is the one I have targeted.
Yep. Alright.
Engineering.
Hey!
Natural 20.
Or a
For
32.
Hmm.
That is definitely going to disable this one.
Disengaged.
Well done, Quonks.
All right, Nako, what do you wish to try to do?
Does it look like there's a way to disable the one that's harming the captain, or is it just these ones on the outside that seem to be more problematic?
It's the ones on the outside that are more problematic. The other one is purely focused on Nakonechkin.
Well, is there a way to save Nakonechkin immediately, or is it going to be more of a once the room is safe situation?
You need to make the room safe. One of them is distracted. If you're not careful, trying to save Nakonechkin at this stage will put you in more danger as you're distracted with the captain.
He's distracted hurting the captain. Like it's not a cool situation. But we'll go and try and do some engineering on the one at the back.
All right. Is this percussive engineering or actual engineering?
Flame engineering.
All right. Make me an attack roll.
Get away from that captain. We're going to target this. Ooh.
That will definitely hit as one of the arms like swings down to grab at you. You manage to cut into it.
No,
roll damage. You feel a lot of resistance there as you try to cut into it. It's like literally trying to cut at solid metal. So you don't quite do as much damage as you would have hoped, but you did do damage.
It's a tough one.
All right, Gazigaz, you are up.
What to do? What to do?
He's already on the table getting a massage.
I was so looking forward to the spa. Now, so the middle table is where you were saying
Nakonechkin
is. Okay, Nakonechkin. I think yes, I will move into the room. And then keep moving down to here, and I guess it's I could do engineering. I'm not trained in it, so instead I'll just take a shot with the static arc pistol at the thing.
All right, make your attack roll.
There we go for 15. Sorry, I didn't target it.
Yeah, no worries. It's not actually programmed up for targeting properly.
Aha.
That will indeed hit.
Okay. 2 points of electrical damage.
Nice.
All right.
If that doesn't-
Unfortunately, you see it strike, and it just seems to the electricity strikes and then scatters and dissipates along the arm of one of the manipulators.
Ah! That's it.
All right, and Dakoyo.
This might be a weird one. I've got telekinetic. I can't even say it.
Telekinetic.
Projectile. Could I use that to sort of pull the arm off in a weird way to sort of move it away from the captain?
You can do.
Would that work?
Yeah, make me an attack. So telekinetic projectile. You will roll an attack roll for it. So if you click the little magnifying glass, there's an ATK button.
13 plus 2, 15.
All right, that is a success. Make me so there's a damage button just above that. If you would click on that one for me.
1d6. 1.
Yeah, you managed to get a grip on the arm and stop it from pounding quite as deeply into your captain, but not
I thought I'd never hear.
but not quite as effective as you might like.
Fair enough.
Are you moving into the room?
Yeah, I went to say that first, actually.
Yep, no worries. I just wanted to know because this one is going to try and well, it's going to try and grapple somebody. To be fair, we're going to do 1, 2 Nako, 3, 4 Dakayo, 5, 6 Gazigaz on a d6. Why did that not?
Oh, shit, it has a good reach then.
It does have a good reach. That's a 1 on the die. So that is going to be Nako, which is kind of beneficial for you guys because Nako is kind of difficult to grab hold of.
Mm-hmm.
But does a 31 beat your KAC plus 8?
It does.
It does. As you are manhandled into the massage bed.
Get out. Get out.
Enjoy.
And you are massaged for
Not helping. Not helping.
6 points of non-lethal damage.
Ouch.
And can you make me a fortitude save to resist the massage?
Resist the massage. What does that mean?
I kind of want him to fail it just so we'll find
can
out what
see.
it means.
Yeah.
What even we might do.
You succeeded, and you have successfully resisted the massage.
Not helpful.
All right, Quonks, you are up.
You know, you're actually very lucky. This particular model of massage chair is top of the line normally. Like, people would pay, like, through the nose to have what you're having, but let me just turn that off for you.
Can you fix maybe?
20, maybe?
20 is a success. And you managed to disable this one as well as power down the one that is massaging Nako Nechkin.
There we go. No use damaging you further. There we go. It's okay. It's okay.
So, wait,
Crowd round him.
what would have happened had Nako failed that resist roll?
If he had failed, then he would have taken the fatigue condition as he relaxes into a state of into submission. Yes,
I feel like there's a fundamental misunderstanding about relaxing and fatigue, the relationship between the two there. The order's the wrong way around.
Paizo's light. That machine nearly massaged me to death. Thanks, Fuzzballs, you saved my tail. Nako Nechkin snorts. We aren't done here, though. If you're up to it, you should head further to bridge and see if you can't bring this hunk of junk home. Trendsetters will probably fork over a sizable chunk of credits to keep this quiet.
Brave Captain, you've gotten over this very quickly. It's so
The
inspiring.
Vesk, what did you expect?
Does he need any kind of healing? Or?
No, I'll be fine. I'm just a little bit tender and tired.
I like poke
You
one
know
of
what
his
would help?
bruises.
You should have a massage. That'll relax you right up, Captain.
They give you the death stare. So I'll be fine once I get back on board the ship. Can I leave you guys to clean up here?
Sure
Of course,
thing.
Captain. You can trust us.
Can I take a quick look around the spa? I was looking forward to this the whole time.
Get a hygiene kit. Get a hygiene kit.
Another one?
You have one.
Yes, of course.
Of course you have one. My bad.
Yeah, make a perception check.
I also have a mirror. Ooh, 22.
Nice.
Yeah, unfortunately, there isn't much to discover here, but you do, you can confirm what Quonks was saying about the quality of these massage tables and apertures. Totally automated, and including the the air humidifiers, the scent of sandalwood, everything to bring you to the peak of relaxation. Not normally so forcefully.
I might, if there's like any like sandalwood oil cubes out, Gazagaz just grabs it, takes a deep breath, and just pops it into his mouth. Eats it.
Not entirely sure you should be eating them.
Skitterbenders can eat everything.
Naku's going to be looking at her wounds from the massager and comparing them to the captain's to see if there's got any matching impacts from the. This one looks the same. Yes.
It's a little bit difficult to see your wounds underneath all the fuzz, unfortunately.
That's true.
Yeah, but Nako knows they're there.
Should we go to the bridge? Captain said bridge.
That's what Captain
Captain
said.
said ship, right? Yeah.
I'll see you on board the clutch.
We won't let you down, Captain. Don't leave without us, Captain.
Can we see anything down this stairway?
The stairway, a wide marble staircase, spirals beneath the crystalline chandelier hanging from the ceiling above.
What? Marble with a chandelier?
Are you mad?
That's so pre-gap.
The thing is, I love the way that it says marble and chandelier. That does not look marble or chandelier-y.
No, this map does not capture the beauty of this staircase.
A beautiful utilitarian stairway descends down.
All right, you move up to the bridge door, and you find it locked.
Nako, knock, knock.
Let me open it.
Let's have an engineering check to try to override the electronic locking mechanism.
Come on. Talk to me. Beautiful piece of machinery, 25.
And you manage to disable the lock, and as the door slides open, you see the bridge, and
Duh.
Close the door, close the door, close the door.
oh yeah, so
His name was Brian Syme, but I realised that was the artist.
It's Ken!
Hey, Brian.
Hey, GD.
Shouldn't his name tag be on his chest, not next to him?
But yes, you come face to face with this individual. Consoles and monitors line the walls and ceiling of this small bridge. View screens show various angles of space just outside the exterior of the ship. And note the ship's oxygen levels, internal temperatures, power output, hull strength, and status of other systems. Although you can also see that it basically big flashing letters. It basically says that everything's currently on automatic.
Shut the door! Shut the door!
This thing is going to move to attack. Also, it was an automatic door. It opened on its own. It's proximity based.
Oh shit!
Also, we didn't need to.
No, it was locked.
It was locked.
Oh, I see. Okay. Nako will have been like ready to whack the door when it opened.
All right. I think what we are going to do here is leave on that cliffhanger. Because the start of next session, we shall be rolling initiative against the cybernetic zombie, Kenjaro.
Hey, Ken. Hey, Barbie.
Still that self-tanning, isn't it? It hasn't done it good.
All right. I hope you have all enjoyed this first part of Skitter Shot. Always exhausting putting it's one of them where it's like there's so much energy in Skittermanders that it just drains me. I don't know what it is.
Maybe you should like chug a bag of Skittles before you DM it.
Yeah, that's
Just have them in a bowl on hand. And
Ride the rainbow.
You know which one of us you're going to hit. See which Skittle colour you're going to have.
I have actually been munching on Skittles through the game.
I think I'd have to go for Smarties, though, so that there's actually a blue in there. Or do we still have blue Smarties?
Yeah.
Yes, we do. They got reintroduced.
Okay. I know that they got taken out because it was one of them additives that just sent kids hyper. No, they got reintroduced because, otherwise Skittles don't have blue. In which case Clonks would never get hit. Although, to be fair, Clonks
Track record told him
never gets hit.
The Skittles legend is true.
There was a GameCube game about Skittles.
Really?
It was very not well known. I picked it up, and you wouldn't know it was about Skittles. I forget what it was called exactly. Picked it up at Blockbuster, and I was playing through it, and the main character gets her first Skittle and her first magic power, and I was shocked because I had no idea that this game was about Skittles.
How have I never heard of that? That's amazing.
All right, we shall be concluding this adventure same place, same time next week. I have been Karen Russler, and I will continue to be so. You can usually find me over on my channel on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, playing a mix of Torment Tides of Numenera and Hitman 3, starting at 6 p.m., 8 p.m., and 9 p.m. respectively on the days of the week. Go to my channel, check out my schedule there. It's all up to date. And Quonks, go first.
Oh, you can find me across I forgot I was Quonks again. Across various media outlets on Crit Commissions. Just come say hi.
All right, Nako?
You can find me, I'm JC64. You can find me on my Twitch channel on Thursdays playing No Man's Sky at 9:30. Being very, very lucky with a lot of my fans. And also on Saturday mornings, playing Red Dead Redemption, trying to be a bad guy, not very successfully, being egged on by Chiron, who is trying to make me do worse things.
He's getting better at the bad guy thing. I mean, he's cliche villainous where he'll tie somebody up and just dump them on the railroad tracks.
That's about as villainous as I can get.
All right, Gazzy Gaz.
Hi, I played Gaz today. My name is Crifu Bernal. You can find me over at twitch.tv/Crifu Bernal. You can also find me here at Manapot as a producer and one of the captains. This next Sunday at... oh boy, it's a different time than it usually is at. I GM a homebrew Starfinder game. So it'll be at 7 p.m. GMT. We'll be starting Chapter 3 of the Book of Bethesda. So come join me for that. We'll be at the Temple of Ypres on the moon Shamari. So that'll be really fun.
All right, and finally, special guest, Dakayo.
I'm Retro Ted. I mainly play older games, as you could probably guess from the title. We are currently playing through Baldur's Gate 1. We are playing chaotic neutral, so we're kind of just doing whatever the hell we want. Last week we murdered a cat, a chicken, and upset a child. So that's pretty much what we do. We stream on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays at 7:30 GMT.
All right, thank you very much, and thank you everybody for joining us in chat. It has been delightful, and I hope you join us next week for the conclusion of Skitter Shot here on Manapot Studios. All the glitters explodes, Spaceflix, and chill. All right, daddy bye.
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 Bye.